Chapter 1. When my girlfriend returned from studying abroad, I prepared her dream wedding overnight. As a result, at the wedding, she and my stepfather held hands and stood intimately on the banquet stage. Today is Chanshan and I's wedding day, thank you all for coming. Also, everyone looked in the direction Lu Yuanshan pointed. A baby carriage was slowly pushed onto the banquet stage by an assistant. My son's 100-day party will be held in a week. We welcome everyone to gather here again. There was a cheer from the audience. My mind went blank, my blood boiled, and I rushed to Bai Chanshan and grabbed her wrist. I need an explanation. Lu Yuanshan stepped over and punched me. You ungrateful thing, you should call her godmother. I looked up and glared at him. Bai Chanshan on the stage looked very proud. How could I possibly marry a man who would earn my son's inheritance? It turns out that she was coveting the Lu group. It's a pity that she didn't know that Lu Yuanshan's position as chairman was just a shell. 1. I turned to leave, not wanting to look at those two disgusting faces anymore, but someone blocked my way. Do you want revenge? It was Wen Zhaoer, my father's 99th ex-girlfriend. What's Premier Wen's plan? I smiled, having guessed what she was going to do. Wen Zhaoer looked at the couple on the stage with hatred in his eyes. How about getting married? You choose the day. I naturally have no objection to marrying a top wealthy woman like Wen Zhaoer. In a week. They must have picked a good day. Wen Zhaoer nodded slightly, understanding what he meant. Okay, what are your requirements for the wedding? Of course it's bigger and more luxurious than this. Wen Zhaoer couldn't help laughing out loud. Wen Zhaoer in front of him had curved eyebrows and eyes, and had the charm of a mature woman. We then finalized the follow-up matters and she left. As for Wen Zhaoer, I had investigated her as early as when she came into contact with Lu Yuanshan. She is the designated heir of the Jing family, and her status has not yet been made public. With the influence of her mother's family and her own efforts, she has now become the number one in the capital. Lu Yuanshan only knew that Wen Zhaoer had some money, but he didn't know her true identity. Otherwise, he wouldn't have dumped her like he did to his previous 98 girlfriends. I picked up the wine glass and drank it all, and became more curious about the woman who was walking away. Chen Zhou, don't blame me. Don't do anything that is against the will of heaven and earth, after all. Bai Chanshan's sudden appearance interrupted my thoughts, and I glanced at her with disgust. Her eyes were full of worry for the baby in the cradle. You think too much. Your affairs have nothing to do with me from now on. Bai Chanshan frowned and her fingers touched the palm of my hand. I dodged away instantly and a trace of embarrassment crossed her face. I know you're still angry with me. You are so shameless, get lost. I automatically stepped back to keep some distance between myself and Bai Chanshan. Chen Zhou, he is your brother after all. He is still young. Please don't be angry. I know you have a bad temper. Your father also said that since your mother passed away. Shut up. I clenched my fists as memories came flooding back. Lu Yuanshan actually had the nerve to mention my mother. If he hadn't been fickle and hadn't used the Lu family's background to flirt with other women outside, why would my mother be so angry to death because of him marrying into the family? Bai Chanshan has been with me for 3 years, but under the banner of tradition, I was reluctant to even touch her with a finger. As a result, she gave birth to a younger brother for me. Now he's pretending here again. Looking at Bai Chanshan in front of me, I felt like I had never known her. Chen Zhou, you can't. Bai Chanshan came forward again and grabbed my hand, but I pushed her away. Ah! Bai Chanshan fell to the ground just like that. Lu Chenzhou. Lu Yuanshan ran over with an angry face and supported the delicate Bai Chanshan who was lying on the ground. You rebellious son, you have caused trouble twice in such an important occasion today. I think you don't want to go back to the Shin family. As he said that, Lu Yuanshan stood up and was about to attack me, but I dodged. Lu Yuanshan lost his balance and fell to the ground. Bai Chanshan, who was originally crying on the ground, immediately ran over and helped Lu Yuanshan up when she saw this. Old Lu, are you okay? Chen Zhou, it doesn't matter if you don't like me, but how can you treat your father like this? Are you still going to kill your brother who is not even a month old? 2. Bai Chanshan hit the nail on the head with her words. Lu Yuanshan's eyes immediately became fierce when he looked at me. It was as if he was not looking at his son, but at his sworn enemy. Lu Chenzhou, if anyone dares to touch your brother, I will remove you from the family tree. Our Lu family does not need a scum like you who is trying to murder our brother. Men really can't resist the temptation of having a child in their old age. That is not only his bloodline, but also the best proof of male vitality. I suppressed my nausea and warned him in a low voice. Lu Yuanshan, don't forget that this family's surname is Lu. You are a son-in-law who changed his surname for money. Don't think that just because my mother passed away, the Lu family is yours. After saying that, I turned around and left the wedding scene without waiting for his response. When they returned home, the house was filled with flowers, surrounded by wedding photos of Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan. It turns out that they had been having an affair for a long time, and I was the only one who was kept in the dark. I packed my luggage numbly. I wanted to get away from this dirty place, but I received a message from my personal assistant. Boss Lu, Chairman Lu appoints Bai Qianqian as the company's vice president. Very good, Bai Qianqian is more anxious than I thought. You can cheat on my feelings, but you can't touch my company. I immediately ordered the servants to throw out all of Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan's belongings from the house. At this moment, the sound of a car roared outside the door. I walked out and saw an eye-catching Koenigsegg. The cell phone message rang. Congratulations to my future husband for escaping the sea of suffering. It's Wen Zhaoer. She is indeed a rich woman. Her way of coaxing people is so direct. I like it. Oh my. Isn't this the sports car I've always dreamed of? At this time, Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan finished their wedding and appeared at the door of the villa. Lu Qinzhou, since you are so sensible, then I, as your elder, will forgive you. Bai Qianqian's eyes lit up, and I knew she had misunderstood. Lu Yuanshan looked at me with a complicated expression, but Bai Qianqian's eyes were fixed on the car, so he could only smile awkwardly. You are sensible enough to give her something she likes. I will feel at ease if you two can live in harmony in the future. Bai Qianqian realized the hint of jealousy in Lu Yuanshan's words and quickly spoke with a smile. Oh. This is not a gift for me. Chen Zhou just gave it to me to play with because of you and his brother. Bai Qianqian always uses her newborn child to win Lu Yuanshan's heart at the right time. Lu Yuanshan's brows relaxed instantly and he came over and patted my shoulder. Chen Zhou, we are father and son, be a man, be generous. As we were talking, I saw the cufflinks on Lu Yuanshan's cuffs. They were the relics my mother left me. That was the day I became the head of the Lu group. My mother specially asked a craftsman to customize a gift for me. I once gave cufflinks to Bai Qianqian as a token of love to show my true feelings for her and to tell my mother that I had chosen her. Bai Qianqian actually gave it to Lu Yuanshan. Bai Qianqian noticed the displeasure on my face, but still held Lu Yuanshan. Chen Zhou, you are still young. Such delicate cuffs are more suitable for a calm and generous man like Lao Lu. Lu Yuanshan was very pleased with these words and gently stroked Bai Qianqian with his hand. We have also prepared gifts for you. After all, we will be a family in the future. Bai Qianqian took out a cheap, worn-out gift box from her bag. Lu Yuanshan took the gift box and handed it to me like a gift. I pretended to take it, but withdrew my fingers when the gift touched me. 3. With a bang, the gift box fell to the ground. An outdated red bow tie fell out like a worm. Oh my god, Lu Qinzhou, what are you doing? This is the style your father specially picked out, why are you so? Bai Qianqian took the lead in speaking up for Lu Yuanshan. Get out of here, you beast. I thought you had learned your lesson, but now it seems that I overestimated you. Lu Yuanshan pointed outside the door and roared at me, determined to draw a line between us and sweep me out. Old Lu, calm down. Your health is more important. If the child is disobedient, just say a few words. Look, you are still angry. Bai Qianqian looked anxious and kept rubbing Lu Yuanshan's chest with her hands. That's enough. I really wasn't in the mood to join in their performance. One is greedy for money, the other is lustful. These two people, such a perfect match, always openly blame others for their dirty deeds. The two of them were obviously frightened by my sudden shout. I glanced coldly at the luggage in the corner. Hey, Qinzhou, your dad is just angry, you don't really have to move out. A hint of joy flashed in Bai Qianqian's eyes, but she pretended to stop him. Humph. If he knew he had moved out, it would save me a lot of trouble. Lu Yuanshan sat on the sofa, crossed his legs, looking like a master. I laughed. Get out of this house right now. Bai Qianqian looked stunned, then burst into laughter. Lu Qinzhou, I think you are stupid. Now is the question of whether we should let you stay or not. This is not the time for you to make decisions. As she spoke, Bai Qianqian ran over and nestled in Lu Yuanshan's arms, her eyes full of provocation. Lu Yuanshan hugged Bai Qianqian, his eyes filled with shock and a little uneasiness. Old Lu, look here. Are you going to let this ignorant fellow ruin our fun? Bai Qianqian said coquettishly, and Lu Yuanshan immediately forgot his identity. We'll do whatever you say. I'll do whatever you say. Lu Yuanshan had a doting look on his face, and Bai Qianqian instantly became excited. She pushed me away, and I pushed her back and she fell to the ground. Old Lu. Bai Qianqian's delicate cry for help made Lu Yuanshan so anxious that he stood up and was about to slap me, but he was tripped by me. I took the opportunity to pull off the cufflinks on his clothes. Clean up these two pieces of trash. When the servant heard this, he did not dare to step forward. Old Lu. Bai Qianqian stood up shyly and helped Lu Yuanshan up. Forget it, Qianqian, this house is unlucky. His mother died here. I bought you another villa, let's live there. I'm not going to do this for you. Lu Yuanshan glared at me and gently patted the back of Bai Qianqian's hand. The corners of Bai Qianqian's mouth curled up. Yes, that house is bigger and more beautiful. You should just live in this shabby house. Who wants to live in this haunted house? I just raised my hand slightly and Bai Qianqian was so scared that she quickly hid behind Lu Yuanshan. The two of them rolled their eyes at me and prepared to get into the sports car outside. I held the door shut. Lu Qinzhou, get out of my way. This is mine, not yours. I said lightly. Qinzhou, you don't have to be embarrassed. You gave me this gift and you still have a place for me as your mother in your heart. It's not shameful. Get out of the way. Bai Qianqian tried to pry me apart, but another person grabbed her wrist. Who the hell did this bastard come from? How dare you touch my man? 4. It's Wen Zhaoer. Let me go, who are you, you stinky woman? How dare you interfere in our family's affairs? Bai Qianqian cursed arrogantly. I have no right to interfere in your family's affairs, but don't even think about getting involved in the car I bought. Wen Zhaoer took my hand. Seeing this, Lu Yuanshan pulled Bai Qianqian, and Bai Qianqian understood instantly. Oh, so it's the old woman that old Lu doesn't want. I was wondering why she was such an eyesore. Keep your mouth shut, this is my fiancé, Wen Zhaoer. I held Wen Zhaoer's waist. You, Qinzhou, don't give up on yourself and find a random bitch just because I don't want you anymore. Shut up. I glared at her fiercely, and Bai Qianqian shrank behind Lu Yuanshan. Wen Zhaoer hooked his finger behind him with disdain, and the bodyguard beside him threw them both out. Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan were very dissatisfied. But he was afraid of being beaten, so he left cursing. Wen Zhaoer pouted at their backs. I was amused by this action. You're not angry? For her, no. Wen Zhaoer naturally put his arms around my neck. I held her waist with my hands, applying a little more force. Then you came to me, didn't you just want to piss them off? Of course not. Tomorrow is the Xingxing Technology Conference and I want to invite my fiancé to attend. Wen Zhaoer raised his eyebrows and smiled slightly. It's disrespectful. I held Wen Zhaoer's hand and sat in the passenger seat. The car bought by a rich wife is just great. The next day, as soon as I entered the venue, I saw a group of people surrounding Lu Yuanshan and Bai Qianqian and flattering them. Congratulations to Chairman Lu on the birth of his baby boy. Yes. The little boy looks smart and cute. Who knows, this guy could be the future successor of the Lu Group. He has such an extraordinary bearing at such a young age. When Bai Qianqian heard the word heir, her eyes lit up and the smile on her face became even brighter. I turned around and prepared to sit down, but was tripped by Bai Qianqian. Lu Qinzhou. Hey! You, a nobody, are worthy enough to come to this industry event? Watch your mouth. The Lu family is managed by your father and me, what are you doing here? Bai Qianqian held Lu Yuanshan's arm, her eyes full of arrogance. Lu Yuanshan and everyone else were waiting to laugh at me. Isn't this the son left behind by Chairman Lu's deceased wife? I heard that he is a lazy guy. He found a job in his own company and worked there lazily every day. It was him who tried to do something bad to my young stepmother at the last wedding. He is really incompetent and has no moral integrity. Everyone was talking at once, tearing my image to pieces. Go back. Don't embarrass yourself here. Lu Yuanshan shouted angrily. I sneered and looked at him without saying anything. I'm talking to you. You are such a lowly bastard who was born by a mother but never raised by one. Bai Qianqian came up and pushed me. What did you just say about me? I say, you are a person who was born by a mother but not raised by her. Bang! I slapped Bai Qianqian so hard that she was stunned. Lu Qinzhou, you beast, I'm giving you face. Lu Yuanshan saw the blood at the corner of Bai Qianqian's mouth and shouted loudly. Security, get this guy out of here. Let's see who dares. Chapter 2. When Zhao led a group of senior executives in through the gate, and the atmosphere in the conference hall was instantly ignited. Oh my god! This technology conference is different from the previous ones. Many big shots are alarmed. Aren't those the senior executives of the Lu Group who haven't been seen for many years? Why are they following that woman? So, the woman walking in front looks quite important. When Zhao naturally put his arm around me. Why, did someone upset you? It's just a dog barking, ignore it. As soon as these words were spoken, Lu Yuanshan and Bai Qianqian beside them turned pale and were about to get angry. 5. The screen in the conference room was turning, and everyone knew that in this kind of occasion, the meeting would only officially begin when the highest level people arrived. When Zhao took my hand and slowly walked up to the podium. Hello, friends from the industry. Today, I would like to take this opportunity at the technology conference to announce something to you. The Lu Group and the Jing family have officially become strategic partners and will jointly develop overseas business in the future. When these words were spoken, everyone was shocked. These are the two most powerful companies in our area. This woman mentioned the Jing family right away. Could she be the mysterious successor in the legend? If the two big families cooperate, we small fish and shrimps will also have meat to eat. Isn't Lu Yuanzhou a playboy who lost his mother? How did he get involved with the Jing family? Is he a gigolo at such a young age? Lu Yuanshan's face immediately turned green. He coughed heavily a few times and frantically winked at several Lu executives, but they ignored him. I smiled gently and waved my hand, and the leading boss immediately ran to me. Boss Lu, give your orders. I looked at Lu Yuanshan with a playful look. On the surface he is the chairman, but that was because of my mother's old friendship and because I gave him a title to satisfy his vanity since he is old. Outsiders see me as a cynical playboy, but only the core members of the Lu family know that I am the one who holds the final say. You unfilial son, who allowed you to cooperate with other companies without my consent? Lu Yuanshan's beard was shaking due to the provocation, and Bai Qianqian, who was standing beside him, also held Lu Yuanshan's arm, looking like she was waiting to see me make a fool of myself. My business, why do I need your consent? I raised my voice and looked sharp. I declare that from today on, Lu Yuanshan will be relieved of all his duties in the Lu Group. ZRabbitSQ #Rabbit plus O story, the X house at WF pickup #this H article LK2H plus SQ move. O transport. Yes. The executive next to him nodded in agreement. The elderly Lu Yuanshan was having trouble breathing. You. How dare you do this to me? I'm your father. I smiled as I watched him have an epilepsy. What's going on? How can your words count? Old Lu, please say something. Bai Qianqian anxiously pulled Lu Yuanshan, wanting to change everything in front of her, but unfortunately Lu Yuanshan had no choice but to remain silent. Lu Qinzhou, what are you doing? How can you treat your father like this? Are you afraid that my son will rob you of your inheritance, so you are acting so recklessly? Bai Qianqian screamed wildly without caring about her image. I sneered, I only have property here, no inheritance. My words instantly made Bai Qianqian stunned. Looking at the situation before her, she finally realized that the man she had worked so hard to get close to was nothing but an empty shell. I asked Wen Zhao in the car yesterday. How could a woman like her fall in love with a man like Lu Yuanshan? What if I said that my target was you from the beginning? Wen Zhao's eyebrows turned, and I knew that with her ability, it would not be difficult to know my true identity. So, you and Bai Qianqian. We both managed to save the country in a roundabout way, but her vision is not as good as mine. I laughed out loud. Then I wish us a happy cooperation. It's a pleasure to work with you. Lu Yuanshan didn't expect that I would be serious about it. He thought I was just picking on him because of a woman. Son, I'm your father. Take back what you just said. I don't want Bai Qianqian anymore. I'll give her to you. Why would you do that for a woman? Lu Yuanshan tried to grab my arm, but I pushed him away. Seeing that I didn't give in, Lu Yuanshan gritted his teeth. How about this? Then my child, your brother, will be registered under your name and call you dad. 6. Bai Qianqian, who was standing aside, looked pale. Lu Yuanshan, what do you mean? I'm telling you, I'm not a piece of clothing for you two to trade with. Having said that, Bai Qianqian directly grabbed my hand. Good Xinzhou, I know you still love me. You said you only love me in this life. I made you sad before, but I was forced by Lu Yuanshan. That old woman, I am no match for her in any way. She is just a decoration you used to piss me off. Let's go get the certificate now. Having said that, Bai Qianqian took my hand and walked out. Miss Bai, why do you like to steal other people's husbands so much? When Zhao pushed Bai Qianqian away and interlocked his fingers with mine. Bai Qianqian wanted to get closer but was stopped by the bodyguard. Bai Qianqian, have some shame. If you dare to get close to him again, I will strip you naked and parade you through the streets. I gently took Wen Zhao's hand. Don't get angry at people who have nothing to do with you. The security guard was very tactful and quickly kicked Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan out. The crowd in the audience who had just been flattering him suddenly changed their tune. No one remembers Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan anymore. In the following days, I was busy preparing for the wedding and setting up an overseas business team. Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan approached me many times, either asking for status or for a reconciliation, but I blocked them all. Since the tech conference, the two of them have become an inside joke. But Bai Qianqian had worked so hard to get into the Lu family, and she would never give up so easily. That day, I had just finished trying on wedding dresses with Wen Zhao when I received a call from the police. Hello, this is the Kyoto Police Department. We suspect you are involved in a child kidnapping case. Someone has reported that the child is hiding in the basement of the villa under your name. Please cooperate with us in investigating the case. After hanging up the phone, the assistant handed me the phone. The internet is already flooded with press releases about Boss Lu kidnapping his ex-girlfriend's baby for revenge. A large number of netizens called me a beast, narrow-minded, and inhuman. I know this must be Bai Qianqian's doing. She wants to ruin my company. I immediately notified the public relations team and conducted a president live broadcast event. When the live broadcast started, I rushed home immediately. As soon as I got out of the car, I saw Bai Qianqian crying beside the police. It's you bastard, who stole my child. Give my child back to me. Bai Qianqian, with disheveled hair, cried hysterically, and anyone who saw her would be moved by her love for her son. Oh my God. Isn't this Mr. Lu's ex-girlfriend? I heard that this woman didn't know Mr. Lu's true identity when she was dating him. Rich people are really wary. She even gave birth to a child for Mr. Lu's father. Such a good girl was ruined by this disgusting father and son. My assistant asked me whether we should control public opinion, and I waved my hand to stop him. I wanted netizens to argue more fiercely, which was exactly what I wanted. Comrade police, I am willing to accept the investigation. When the housekeeper opened the basement, he saw a baby lying on the ground with weak breathing and chapped lips. It seemed that the baby had been there for at least 24 hours. Comrade Lu Qinzhou, can you explain why this baby appeared here? That's something you'll have to ask this lady. I looked at Bai Qianqian. 7. Why are you asking me? It's my child who was kidnapped and tortured by you. If anything happens to my child, I will never forgive you. Bai Qianqian held the child in her arms, her eyes red. This house is where my mother lived before she died. The things stored in the basement are all my mother's belongings. Besides me, only one person knows where the key to the basement is. As I spoke, my eyes were fixed on Bai Qianqian. Why are you looking at me? I don't know what I'm doing. There was an obvious trace of panic in Bai Qianqian's eyes. You're lying. Bai Qianqian, the key to the basement is in the safe in my master bedroom, and I have only shown you the location of my safe. Even housekeeper's son, who has worked in the family for more than 20 years, doesn't know about it. Comrade police officer, I didn't do that. He lied. How could I know his safe? Ha 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 ha. I burst into laughter, which stunned Bai Qianqian for a moment. On the way here, I immediately asked the housekeeper to check the surveillance footage. Unexpectedly, the other party said that the surveillance equipment was under maintenance during the past 2 days and could not store the surveillance video. I knew that Bai Qianqian had made sufficient preparations. Not only did she bribe the insider, she also took advantage of my previous trust in her. What a pity! She had planned everything, but she had missed one thing. Bai Qianqian, did you know? There is a camera in my safe. I can see exactly who opened it. As soon as these words were spoken, Bai Qianqian's face turned pale immediately. What did you say? I said, the whole process of you opening the safe and stealing the key was recorded by the surveillance camera. As I said that, I took the police to the safe in the master bedroom. Ask the assistant to retrieve the surveillance video and post it online. In an instant, everyone understood that this was just Bai Qianqian's self-directed performance. This woman, if you can't get her, destroy her. Oh my, she's a mother now, but you can't treat her child like this. The child is almost dead, how could she have the heart to do this? This vicious woman will do anything to get close to the Liu family. The 1980s was a very important year for the American football team. The police took Bai Qianqian back to the police station and sent the child to the hospital. Before leaving, Bai Qianqian left me a message. Lu Qinzhou, as long as I want you, you will definitely be mine. Looking at her back as she left, I knew this was not over yet. As soon as I sent the police away, I noticed a man acting suspiciously outside the door. Sinking boat. Sinking boat. Lu Yuanshan ran over crying. Qinzhou, that bitch Bai Qianqian used my child to frame you. I feel so bad. Dad doesn't ask for your forgiveness now, nor does he want any official position. He just wants to be your father. Your wedding is coming soon, and I hope to do my part. As he spoke, Lu Yuanshan tremblingly handed over a property division notarization, indicating that all the Lu family's property would have nothing to do with him from now on. I took the paper and smiled. Dad, there's no such thing as an overnight grudge between a father and his son. Of course I need your blessing for my wedding. Besides, that day is also my brother's 100th day celebration. It's a double happiness. You recognize your brother? Lu Yuanshan's eyes lit up. I nodded. Of course, after all, you and your brother are the only two relatives I have in this world. Okay, then I'll prepare for the 100 days banquet. Lu Yuanshan left happily. 8. In the following days, I heard that Lu Yuanshan bailed Bai Qianqian out in order to keep his family intact. At the same time, he posted past photos of us on various platforms to show the deep love between father and son. On the wedding day, Lu Yuanshan's son's 100-day banquet was held only across a wall from our banquet hall. Qinzhou, you are getting married. I am so happy to see that. If your mother were still alive. Lu Yuanshan wiped his tears as he spoke. Seeing that I didn't respond, Lu Yuanshan continued. Son, I have a gift for you. Your mother told me to give it to you on your wedding day. It's in the upstairs room. Come with me. Lu Yuanshan actually mentioned his mother. I followed him into the room and saw a strange woman smiling at me. Who are you? Before I could finish my words, I was hit on the back of the head with a stick. I fainted on the bed and the woman fed me a pill. Lu Yuanshan said to me while wearing a belt. Son, your mother must want to have a grandson. I was chosen as your assistant to fulfill her wish. My brain was swelling and I was dazed as I looked at Lu Yuanshan's obscene smile. The CEO of the famous Lu Group sexually assaulted a female employee on his wedding day. I think this opening video of your wedding will be a sensation and will definitely help your overseas business reach new heights. There was an evil light in Lu Yuanshan's eyes. He turned on the camera in front of the bed and signaled the strange woman to take action. Lu Yuanshan stood by and stared at me on the bed. He wanted to witness it all happening with his own eyes, just when the woman was about to take off my pants. When Zhao rushed in with his men. You! Lu Yuanshan's mouth was immediately covered, and the bodyguards took him and the strange woman out. Are you okay? When Zhao lay beside me, his eyes full of worry. I'm so hot, I'm so hot. As I said that, I leaned into Wen Zhao's arms. Wen Zhao's face turned red instantly. The wedding is about to take place. What should I do? But you. Wen Zhao's face was full of embarrassment just as she was about to take off her dress. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. If you're so anxious, I don't mind. I stuck out my tongue and the blue pill appeared on the tip of my tongue. You're annoying, you're bad. You're fine. If you hadn't told me earlier, I would have been worried for a long time. When Zhaoer hit my chest, and I immediately hugged her. Seeing the beauty so worried about me, I am really happy in my heart. When Zhaoer smiled shyly and pulled me up. So what about your good father now? Let him go. Ah? I raised an eyebrow. What bad things are you planning again? Let's go and watch the fun. I asked the bodyguard to release Lu Yuanshan, saying that it was a happy day and I didn't want to make things too embarrassing. When Lu Yuanshan returned to the 100 Days banquet, music started and a scene of Bai Qianqian having sex with someone upstairs immediately appeared on the screen. Is it you? When Zhaoer pointed at me. Such a good pill cannot be wasted. The moment he saw the screen clearly, Lu Yuanshan's face turned green with anger. Oh my god, this is Lu Yuanshan's new wife. The child's 100-day party was actually going on upstairs with the traitor. The child hasn't seen it once, but his mother will see it clearly. The people in the audience looked at the joke. In a few minutes, Bai Qianqian, who had finished her work, came hurriedly tidying up her clothes as she walked. Old Lu, why did you start already? I was delayed because I just went to the bathroom. 9. Bai Qianqian looked guilty, she didn't know what had happened. You cheap whore. Lu Yuanshan kicked Bai Qianqian to the ground. Lu Yuanshan, what are you doing? Today is my son's 100-day party. Why are you doing this to me? Why? You have done something shameful, don't you know it? Lu Yuanshan's eyes almost popped out. Bai Qianqian looked aggrieved, and people around her were pointing fingers at her. Do you know if the child is? You still have the nerve to mention the child to me. It's really unlucky for the child to have a mother like you. Lu Yuanshan raised his foot and kicked Bai Qianqian in the abdomen again. Bai Qianqian cried out in pain. Lu Yuanshan, you old man, how dare you do this to me? I tell you, without you and my son, you will have nothing. What do you mean your son? Bai Qianqian, let's get divorced and the child will be with me. As he spoke, Lu Yuanshan threw down a divorce agreement. Bah! Lu Yuanshan, why should my son follow you? Bai Qianqian stood up tremblingly. My son's father must be a multi-millionaire. How dare you, a wealthy stepfather, pretend to be a rich man to deceive a little girl? I will beat you to death, you shameless old man. As she spoke, Bai Qianqian picked up the wine bottle on the table and smashed it towards Lu Yuanshan's head. Bang! Lu Yuanshan was unable to dodge and fell to the ground instantly, with the blood from his forehead spreading across his face. Bai Qianqian, you. What are you pointing at? Do you think your old bones can give birth to a child? You're dreaming. The child is not yours at all. I brought him back from America when I failed to get promoted. How dare you think you're the father of my child? If Lu Qinzhou wasn't your son, I would have run away long ago. Bai Qianqian laughed wildly and stopped pretending at all. Yuan Chang wanted to follow you and get some connection with Lu Qinzhou, but now you want to divorce me. I tell you, no way. I'm just a widow. Unless I find someone else to marry. Bai Qianqian's words made everyone's eyes widen. It turns out that Lu Yuanshan has been wearing a green hat for a long time. When I look at that child, he seems to have dark skin. He must be a foreigner. Family, there's a big melon here, come and have a look. Now some people just pick up their phones to broadcast live. When Zhaoer and I watched in the corner with our teeth grimaced. You already knew about Bai Qianqian's matter? It's reasonable, but unexpected. When Zhaoer and I looked at each other and prepared to go back to the wedding scene, but were stopped by Bai Qianqian. Lu Qinzhou, I know you did it. Don't talk nonsense, I didn't force you to have a baby with someone else in a foreign country. I had a smirk on my face, and everyone present started to laugh. You. Lu Qinzhou, I tell you, no matter what, I am your nominal stepmother. As long as I don't divorce, I will be a member of the Lu family. Oh, really? I looked at Lu Yuanshan, who was moving with difficulty on the ground. Qinzhou, save me quickly, call the police and arrest this crazy woman, I want a divorce. Just shut up. Bai Qianqian crushed Lu Yuanshan's face with her foot, and there was a ferocity in her eyes that I had never seen before. Bai Qianqian, if you want to be his wife, then continue to be his wife, but I have to remind you of one thing. As I said this, I handed her Lu Yuanshan's previously notified property declaration. After seeing the contents clearly, Bai Qianqian tore the paper into pieces like crazy. Tear it up, tear it up. You can have as many copies as you want. Wen Zhaoer beside me was amused by my mischief. Bai Qianqian was about to rush over to pull Wen Zhaoer, but I kicked her away. Don't waste your energy. Anyone who tries to climb up the ladder should just rot in the mud. I looked at Bai Qianqian coldly, and the bodyguards kept her away from us. 10. The music started, and Wen Zhaoer and I stood on the stage holding hands. Dear Ms. Wen, I would like to invite you to be my lifelong partner. It's my honor. Wen Zhaoer and I smiled at each other, and the audience burst into applause. Soon, someone with a curious mind told me about the developments of Bai Qianqian and Lu Yuanshan. Due to the delay in seeking medical treatment, Lu Yuanshan suffered from intracranial hemorrhage, which led to paralysis of his lower body. He was not discovered by the property management until 3 days after his death, when he was stinking and his body was covered with excrement and rat bites. Bai Qianqian was sentenced to 3 years in prison for intentional injury. After being imprisoned, her child was sent to an orphanage. Wen Zhaoer on the side was looking at the sky and the white clouds. What's the matter? I was thinking about what to wear to ring the bell tomorrow. Actually, there is one thing that is more convenient without clothes. You're annoying.